In a peaceful village nestled between green hills and quiet streams, lived a humble potter named Arav and his wife Mira. Their home was simple, made of clay and warmth, much like their love. Arav was not a man of many words, but every morning, before the sun rose, he would place a jasmine flower on Mira's windowsill. Without fail, every single day. He didn't speak his love, he lived it. When her feet were cold, his hands found them. When her silence lingered, his presence filled it. And when she cried, he simply held her until her heart remembered how to beat softly again. But as seasons passed, doubt found a small crack in Mira's heart. "He never says he loves me," she would whisper to herself. "He doesn't write poems, bring gifts, or take me on walks like the stories say men in love do. Maybe his heart no longer beats for me." It wasn't that Mira didn't love Arav. She did, deeply. But love, when left unspoken too long, can start to feel like a shadow, fading with each passing thought. The jasmine flower she once treasured began to feel ordinary. His silence, once comforting, began to feel distant. One evening, as monsoon clouds gathered above the village, Mira finally asked, "Arav, why don't you ever say you love me?" Arav looked up from his wheel, hands still caked in clay. "Why must I say it? Don't I show it? Every day?" Mira's eyes welled up. "Sometimes showing isn't enough. Sometimes I need to hear it." Arav paused. He wasn't angry, just confused. Words had never been his strength. He built his love with gestures, not sentences. But Mira's eyes begged for something more. That night, silence wrapped around them tighter than the storm outside. The next morning, for the first time in years, there was no jasmine flower on Mira's windowsill. She waited. An hour, two, nothing. Her heart sank. Was I right? Was it all just habit? Unable to contain her worry, she rushed to Arav's workshop. The wheel stood still. The room was empty. She searched through the village, the stream, the forest path, but there was no sign of him. And then just before noon, she saw a group of villagers by the edge of the old bridge. Her breath caught. The river had flooded, the bridge had collapsed, and in the chaos of the morning, someone had been swept away trying to save a stray calf trapped in the mud. It was Arav. His body was found an hour later, bruised, breathless, but still clinging to the jasmine flower in his hand. He had gone to the temple early to pluck the freshest one for her, wanting to leave not just a flower, but a letter too. He had even asked the priest for help, trying to write the words, "Even if I never say it, Mira, every breath I take is a prayer for you." But he never returned. At his funeral, Mira held that flower like it was the last heartbeat of the man she doubted. And that letter? The ink had washed away in the rain, but not before someone read the final line and whispered it to her. "I loved you in silence, not because I didn't feel it, but because my love was too deep for words." Mira wept, not just for the man she lost, but for the love she questioned. Morale. Love does not always shout. Sometimes it simply stays. It brings you water without being asked. It listens to your silence without interrupting. It places a jasmine flower on your windowsill every single morning, but when we let doubt speak louder than trust, we risk destroying what took years to build. Some hearts love without words. Do not mistake their quiet for absence, because sometimes by the time we realize someone was proving their love in every little moment, they're already gone. So trust before you test. Listen before you accuse, and cherish the ones who love you, even in silence. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone you love, and remind them that sometimes love is quiet, but it's always there. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more soul-touching stories.